Hello, it's me, Robin, with Simple Food, Simple Life. I'm back in the kitchen. Remember that video I posted about shopping at home for your groceries? Well, I'm still working on the leftovers, and today I'm going to make a taco pasta bake using leftovers with a couple of extra additions. Okay, just using what I have in my refrigerator and my pantry. So stick with me, and you might get some ideas of your own, which would really be awesome for your family and for your budget. Okay, so come on, stick around and we'll get it done. Okay, thanks for joining me today. This is awesome. Now, this looks like quite a mess, doesn't it? But it'll come together, I promise. And, you know, I'm just winging it. So, those videos I mentioned earlier, I will put links to those down below and what I've done so far with these leftovers. If you want to go back and check, you can. Or just go to the channel Simple Food, Simple Life, and you will find them all because they're very recent. Okay, so remember I talked about the good old sloppy joes, and this had refried beans. Ignore that. The good old sloppy joe mix that I had left, I wanted to use that up. I wanted to use up this pasta. Those are two of the primary things. And it is now thawed out. I did use a little bit of this pasta the other day. I made a garlic butter pasta out of this, and it was really delicious. I made it as a side dish. I found this. I didn't have it in my original video, but I found a jar of tomato sauce. I had used part of it for a pizza, and then I stored the rest in this jar, and I thought I really need to use that up. Also, back in the original video, I talked about this cheese. I'm going to use some of that. And I had a piece of onion. This is very sad onion, but I'm going to use that up. And a piece of tomato, which is very lonely and sad. So that's going to go in as well. Now, I did some rummaging around, and I thought, you know what? I'm probably going to need a little more liquid moisture for this dish. So I brought up a can of stewed tomatoes, and I rummaged through my vegetable bin, and I found another little tomato that's very sad. He's got boo-boos. So I'm going to trim him up and make him nice, and we're going to put it in the dish. Got some taco seasoning here. And as I was downstairs, I grabbed a can of my small red beans that I canned up, well, this year actually, so it's a couple months ago I did these. And I did talk about the mushrooms that I had in the freezer before that. Traditionally, you're not putting mushrooms in a taco bake, but why not? They're delicious. Oh, and I do have another small onion I found downstairs that I'm going to put in there for extra flavor. All right, so I'm going to get these things prepped up, and let's see where we're at. All right, I let my oil get a little smoky. Sorry. So this may splatter up here, but we're going to do it. This is just the chopped onion and the chopped tomato after it's cleaned up. So brown these up a little bit. Put some salt on here because salt makes food taste good. In case you didn't know, I'll put a little bit of pepper on here, and we're going to put some mushrooms in here too. And I think the mushrooms will make it a little meatier, right? Hopefully, maybe. I told you, I'm just winging it. Hey, listen, like, subscribe, and share if you like, because other people might need to know how to do this stuff. One thing about Simple Food, Simple Life, we are brave. We are brave in the kitchen. That is for sure, because we'll give it a shot and see what comes up, right? There's a little garlic. Now I'm going to add some taco seasoning at the beginning. I'll probably add more later, but we're going to put that in. We're going to just soften these onions up. That's the basis of it. Tomatoes and the mushrooms, they're going to soften up pretty quick on their own. All right, now we're going to add this sloppy joe, because our meat, our ground beef, is in the sloppy joe already. Going to add that in. Smells tasty. Smells really good. Now, I took that jar of home canned beans. They're small red beans. These are not kidney beans, by the way. There is a difference. And I'm putting them in. Drain them and rinse them. And put those in there as well. There's nothing wrong with beans and pasta. A little more taco seasoning. I'm going to grab a little spoon real quick. Kind of. It's tasty. Now I'm going to add this can of stewed tomatoes. You notice these stewed tomatoes are sliced. See how they look right here? Now if you don't like those, feel free to smash them up if you happen to get stewed tomatoes that look like that. Honestly, I don't care. I'm good with it. And they're going to break down a little bit anyway. This is going to be baked. I want to eat this right now. It looks delicious. A little more salt here. A little more taco seasoning. My taco seasoning does not contain salt, so. Now we're going to add the tomato sauce that I had left over. If you want to try to make this, you can make it your own. Just put in there whatever you want, not whatever you have. And I'm going to bake it in the same cast iron skillet that I am cooking it in. Now then, you might have heard some people say, you should never use tomato in cast iron. I say bull roar because I do it all the time. I've done it for years. I have absolutely no issues. I don't know what their complaint is about it. I really don't. It's fine. I do not have an issue with it. But you do what you want. Okay. Now then, oh, I had to show you this. Look what I found in the freezer. I found these in the freezer. Cornbread muffins that I made. I got them sealed individually with my vacuum sealer. So I'm going to eat a couple of these with this. Because they should be eaten. I mean, They're sealed up really well, so that's not a big thing, but still, you know, rotate your stock. That's what you gotta do. All right, this is coming on pretty good. Now I'm going to add this pasta. This is mostaccioli. Now, did I add? I did add garlic, but I'm going to put a little more in. Frankly, I'm just going to add this by a few handfuls because the mostaccioli is going to suck up quite a bit of this sauce. There goes the rest of it. Let's see what happens. If I have to add some water, I will. I don't want it to get dried out when it's being baked. Again, if you've never frozen pasta, please give it a try. Instead of just cooking a partial box, cook the whole box or package of pasta and then freeze part of it. And then it's ready. And it's ready for the next dish. You can use it for pasta salad. Make a pasta dish like this. Make a side dish out of it. Oh my gosh, it's so much easier. I use frozen rice, frozen pasta all the time. You know, when you buy those pre-made dinners, it has frozen pasta in it, so why not? Why not do it? I'm going to do a little watering here. I think it'll be alright. We have plenty of tomato in there. I'm going to taste that sauce a little bit. I think I need a little more taco seasoning in there. If you don't have the taco seasoning, use chili powder, cumin, garlic, onion powder, some red pepper flakes, something like that if you want to. It's perfectly fine. This is awesome. I think this is going to be terrific. Made with leftovers and a few additions. I didn't run to the store and buy any of this stuff. I just added it myself. Now, you wouldn't have to make it taco flavor. You could add Italian seasoning to it or whatever else you like. It doesn't have to be this. I'm just using what I have. Your dish will be different because what you have in your refrigerator is different. This can serve several people. Don't you agree? All right, I'm going to cook that on low just a little bit. The oven is preheated at 350. I'm going to put it in the oven for about 20 minutes. In the last few minutes, I will put some of this cheese on there. All right, here is our nice bubbly pasta taco bake. And I've got some cheese here. I'm going to put that on. And I found a surprise in my cabinet. But I'm going to use that also. I'm going to be daring. And I'm going to use this thing that you're all familiar with. And that is, I found this little partial, I mean there's very small amount of the French fried onions in there. I'm going to sprinkle those on the top. Yep, that's what I'm doing. You could use as much cheese as you like. I'm not big on tons of cheese on various dishes, unless it's mac and cheese, but there you go. All gone. I was able to use those up. I'm excited. All right, I'm going to put this back in the oven for about 10 minutes, and then when we get back, I'll show you what we got. Oh my gosh, this looks awesome. What do you think? Are you impressed? I am impressed. I'm impressed with this dish. if you had these same ingredients or similar, what would you put together? I really want to know. You know, I love your comments, and we can help each other with the comments. You're not commenting just to me. You are commenting to everyone who watches the videos, because when I watch YouTube videos, I am a big reader of comments when I watch other people's videos. So you could be very helpful. Now, look at this. Look at those little onion, French onion crummy bummies there. Oh my gosh, this is awesome. All right, I'm going to let this cool off a little bit, and then I'm going to taste it. But I'm going to just put some in my dish and give it a taste. I have to get some of those crunchy onions in there, some of that cheese. Look at that. What do you think? I think that's awesome. I'm so happy. So happy. All right, we're going to come back when this cools off, because I don't want to burn me, surf, and we'll see what this tastes like. All right, let's give this a taste. It's still pretty hot, but I'm going to go for it. This smells so good. Okay, hang on here. Mmm. Mm-hmm. Wow. I'm very happy. You can just taste a little bit of those crunchy onions on the top. I'm just really happy with this. And the pasta. Mmm. Mm-hmm. The beauty of this mostaccioli is that is larger than a lot of other pastas, and it's meaty. It's nice, chewy, meaty. Mmm. Well, I'm very happy. I'm very happy with the way this turns out. Now, when I eat this for my supper, I'm going to serve it hot on a bed of cold lettuce or cold salad greens, and I'm going to sprinkle some chopped jalapeno on the top to give it some spice. And I'm going to eat it with a couple of these cornbread muffins, warmed up with some butter on them. This is awesome. It really is. Listen, I hope that this encourages you. We're in a bit of a conundrum right now, and prices are going up, and some things can become a bit difficult. And the more we're able to use what we have accessible to us, the better off we're going to be. These are things I already purchased. These are things I already had. These are leftovers turned into, they have morphed into a completely new dish. I've never made this before. I just used my imagination. When I say let your imagination run away with you, I mean it. Let it run away with you, and in a productive way, and make something wonderful. Okay? All right, listen, I love you guys. I really do. You know I do. And I'm so glad that you're here. Thank you so much. And always remember that little is much when God is in it. Okay? All right. I love you guys, and I will talk to you later. Be sure and put in the comments. Let me know what you would do, what you have done with your leftovers, because everybody needs to know. All right? We can help each other. All right. Love ya. Bye-bye.